Hello everyone, my name is Sayed. Today in this class we are going to discuss about time of day call routing. Okay, what exactly this time of call routing? So we have few bullet points here. Let's go through this bullet point, read it. Then let me explain what exactly this the time of day call routing. Or else, let me explain the scenario first. See, we have two teams. Okay. For example, I'm the ABC company. We are supporting for the customer around the clock. Okay. There are two teams are sitting. For an example, in US, we have one team, and in India, we have the another team here. This one. So there is one number, toll-free number, which is published for the customers. Example 1800 224517. This is the number. It's a publish here. If anybody dials to this toll-free number, okay, morning to evening in the US time. For example, 6 to 6. Morning 6 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. If anybody dials, this call has to be come to the US. Okay. Because here there is a separate team. So in a US, so they are sitting here, they are going to be handled. After 6 p.m., if anybody dies, now in US, no one is available after 6 p.m. Then in India, we have again same 6 to 6, evening 6 p.m. to morning 6 a.m. For the US, that's a night time. In India, it's a daytime here, this one. Then the same number, the call has to be come to the India. The single number they are dialing, but it is routing to the two different location here, this one. So in this scenario, what we require the time of day routing here, this one. If you want to be configured. So, or else what happened, you have to publish two different numbers. First, you have to tell this number. If it is not available, then you have to tell the some other number. This number we have configured for US, another number we have configured for India. That's not possible in the support, right? Is it possible to give you two number, three number, dial first one if it is not connecting dial to? Yes, sometimes what happen, they'll be providing. But what happen most of the time, we'll be providing a single number for any kind of the sales, support, marketing, anything. We'll be providing the single number. When we dial, what happened here, this one, okay? Mainly we are supporting for the US customer here. The US customer morning 6 to evening 6 p.m. If they are dialing, the call will be landing on the US office. Okay. So after 6 p.m., if they are anybody is dialing, the call will be landing on the India here. This one. So this is how to be achieve this one. We have to be configure the time of day routing here. This one. So that is the concept of time of day routing. Okay. Now let's see the bullet point. Time of day call routing can be configured in CUCM by applying time and date attributes to partition using a time period and time schedule. A time schedule consists of one or more time periods. Okay, means how we can be configured. There is a configuration. The configuration is what we have to be configure time period. Okay, we have to configure time period and time schedules here. This one. So one time schedule can be consist of multiple time period. That is one. A time schedule consists of one or more time period. The time period defines the time range or static dates and or group into the time schedule which are in turn assigned to a partition. Example of it, time of day routing can be used including allowing international call only during the office hours, blocking international calls on the holidays. Time of day call routing can be used to route the call to different provider if the service provider charge different rate based on the time of day. Okay, that means what happened. So different provider in the night time they'll charge less. In the daytime they'll charge high. In that case, you want to be route the traffic in a different provider, we can be routed that one. Using time of day routing support function. Example, this is the word example. San Jose CA Cisco Technical Assistance Center might be pick up the call during the daylight hours in the United States, while the call after 5 p.m. are routed to Asia, APAC, or calls after 1 a.m. can be routed to the EMEA. The same thing. So single number we have, okay. In the daytime of the US, it will be connecting to the US, okay. After that, it will be connecting to the Asia. After that, it will be connecting to the EMEA. So this is how we can be route. Single number can be route in a different location. So that is how the time of day routing works. So what we'll do here, this one, first we'll configure that one so that you'll be understand here what exactly this concept here. To be configure this time of day routing, I'll just go to the call routing. Class of control. Okay. So already you are aware this one partition and CSS. Okay. Now we have to be configured time period here. Can you see this one? This is the time period. Let's see if there is any time period is configured. Okay, all the time we have. This is the default time period. Okay. I'm going to create a new time period. Support all the day. Okay. Every day. Okay. Time of day start. So here we can be provide. So morning 6 a.m. Okay. Time of day ends. What I can do here, I can go with the 4 p.m. Okay. So week from, it starts from, so I can go with the Sunday because today is the Sunday. Then I'll take it till Thursday. Or you can take it all the day. Okay. Sunday to Saturday. Every day we have taken, but support it starts from morning 6 o'clock to evening, afternoon 4 o'clock. Okay. 16 means 13, 14, 15, 16 means 4 o'clock here. This one. This is the time I have configured here. This one. Okay. Now what I can do here, this one. So one time period we have configured. Next, time schedule. Add new. Support all the day. ED. Time schedule. Yes. Okay. This is the time schedule we have created. Under this one, we have to be associate the time period. Which time period? Support all the day, which we have to be associated. This is the selected time period. Then save this one. Okay. Now I want to be create a partition. I'll just go class of control. I'm going to create a partition. Time of day routing. TODR. This is the partition name which I have created. TODR. Okay. Then I'm going to be create one CSS. TODR CSS. Under this, I'm going to be select this one. Save this one. Okay. Now, one second. I'll just go back to partition. What is the partition we have created? TODR, time of day routing. Time schedule here. We have created already the time schedule, right? That we have to be associated to this one. Apply the configuration. Okay. And save this number. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to be go to the phone here. Let me bring the phones here. Maybe we have only 2 minutes. 6012013. So here I'll go. For the demonstration, what I'm going to do here, I'll copy this number 6012013. The partition I'm going to assign TODR, time of day routing, for this one. 6012013, I have a assigned. I'm going to apply that configuration. Okay. Then I'm going to take another phone. This one. Here also what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure the same number. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'm going to add the new DL. Here also I'm going to assign TODR. Save. Okay. Then I want one more phone. Let me pick. Already time is up. Okay, the third phone I'm going to be pick here. Let's see. The third phone is registered or not in the account manager. Yeah, we don't have the third phone. No problem. What I'm going to do here, we have the 8845 phone. Can you see this one? 8845 series phone. Or else let me configure the another phone. Okay. I'm going to configure another phone. I just copy this one. Let's configure this to whom? Satya. I'll pause the video for the moment. Okay, so there is a number here. What you can do here. So you can see this one, 6012013. This phone also I have configured. And another phone 6012013 I have configured here. And from here, consider this, I'm the customer here. So when I'm dialing here, now I'm going to dial this number. See, both the phone it's going to be ring. For example, 6012013, I'm going to dial here. See, both the phones are ringing actually. But actually, time of day routing, what happened here? When I am dialing, this phone has to be ring. After the particular time, this phone has to be ring. This is how we have to be configured. Consider this is in US, 6 to 6. After 6, it's in India. Before 6, if anybody dials, it has to ring this number. After 6, this number has to be ring here, this one. We have the configuration I'll show you lately because only 1 minute I'm having here this one. So in this case, what I'm going to do, so what exactly the configuration which I have done, I will be overview later. Let me demonstrate this practical and show you that one, how exactly it's working. Then after, I'll go back to the partition, the configuration part, which how exactly we have done. So also I'm going to be apply this configuration very fast. Okay, and close. Okay, so see, these are the three phones we have. So now if I'm going to dial the 6012013, only this phone is going to be ring. See, earlier both the phones are ringing, right? So now it will not ring. So only this phone is ringing. Yes. Means I have given the time till 4:15. Now it's a 4:14 p.m. You can see till 4:15. Before 4:15, if anybody dial this number, always it will be dialing this number. After this, after the 4:15, if I dial, this number has to be ring here, this one. Getting? Now 4:15 over. Now after the 4:15, till 4:15 I have given. So we'll wait for the 16. Now 16, if I'm dialing, instead of this phone has to be ringing. So I'm going to pause the video for the 1 minute and we'll come back. Okay, so when I was dialing the 4:14, when I have dialed the number 6012013, this phone rang. Now this time, okay, when I'm dialing 6012013, now this time which phone has ring? This one. So you see, I'm dialing a single number. Before 4:15, this number is ringing. After 4:15, this number is ringing. This is how to be configured the time of day routing here, this one. So how we have configured, what exactly we have done and everything, let me show you. The first, I have configured time period. Okay. There are two time periods I have configured. One, till 4:15, one time period I have configured. After 4:15, another time period we have. Because we require, right? Before 4:15, after 4:15. So let's see the time periods how we have configured. See, support all the day. Under this, we have configured before 4:15. Can you see? Morning 6 to 4:15, Sunday to Saturday, all the day we have given. That's the one time period we have configured. The another time period we have configured support after 4. That means, which for my lab, I have taken 4:15 to 6. Only, 1:45, 1 hour 45 minutes I have taken here. That means this time period, before 4:15, if anybody dial, this time period support. After 4:15, if anybody dial, this time period it supports. Got it? Two time period. Then similarly, we have configured two time schedule also. Okay. Now I'll just get into the time schedule. See, support all the day TSC. That means this is we have created for before 4:15. See, this is and time period which we have created. Which one? Support all the day. All the day we have before 4:15. Okay. Next we have support after 4. There is another time schedule. Under this one, we have associated after 4 p.m. what time period we have configured. Can you see this one? Support after 4. This is we have configured 4:15 to 6 p.m. Clear? Okay. Now we have created time period schedule, the partition. There are two different partitions we have created. One is the TOD, another one is the TOD1. Can you see this one? TODR, time of day routing 1. Under the time of day routing, the time period which we have created till 4:15, right? I have associated that one. That means under this partition, it will be support all the day. All the day means still where we have configured. Morning 6 to 4:15 we have configured. Means any phone, if it is assigned this partition, it will be work only from morning to afternoon 4:15. After that, it will not work. That's how we have configured this time of day routing partition. Then again, one more TODR I have configured, TODR1. So here you can see support after 4. Means this partition, if anybody is assigned, it will be work after 4:15. Now, then I have configured one CSS also. Separate CSS I have configured for this TODR. Can you see this one? TODR CSS. Under this one, both the partitions, TODR and TODR1, I have associated. Can you see this one? TODR and TODR1, both we have associated. Now, what I have done, I have taken 2 phones. Totally 3 phones. 2 phones I have assigned the same extension. Okay. One is this one. Can you see this one? 6012013. 6012013. And what partition we have? TODR. TODR partition, it works from where to come? Morning 6 to afternoon 4:15 it works. Okay. Then the same number, there is another number I have configured, but I have assigned a different partition for that one. Same number. So I'll just get into this number. See here, 6012013, the same number I have configured, but this time the partition is different. Partition is what? TODR1. There TODR, okay. Here TODR1. TODR, it from 6 to 4:15, and TODR1 from 4:15 to 6 p.m. we have this one. Okay. Now I have taken another phone. These are the 2 phones for the demonstration. I had to dial that number, right? Which one number I have to dial? 6012013. That I am dialing from this phone. Satya phone I am dialing. Here, if you can see in the Satya phone, the CSS, which CSS I have given? TODR CSS. This TODR CSS contain the partition of TODR and TODR1. Both it will be contained. Then only it reaches both. Okay. Now this is how I am demonstrating here this one. Okay. See, 6012013. This number works before 4:15 p.m. This number works 6012013, same number after 4:15 p.m. here. And I can dial only from the phone 3 because the CSS we have applied only to the phone 3. Any other phone you apply that CSS, then other phone also can be work here. So I'm going to dial one more time here. Okay. 6012013. So it's going to ring only this phone. Because after 4:15 till the 6 p.m. if anybody dial, it's done. After 6 p.m. if anybody dial, no phone rings. Because we have not defined the time, right? We have defined morning 6 to 4:15 and 4:15 to 6. That's it. After 6, we have not defined what to do here. So it will not ring anywhere, this one. So this is how you can be configure your time of day routing. Clear? Is it clear, that one? There is no nothing, very simple configuration, but many configuration we have. Time period, time schedule, partition, CSS, and how you have applied that one, that you have to understand this one.